Sensory receptors keep you informed of what's happening around you and inside of you. The information is converted into electrical signals and sent to your brain. These are called sensations. Your brain is the place where you have feelings, emotions, memories, and ideas triggered by sensations. Your body has many different types of sensory receptors. Receptors in your eyes detect light. Your tongue has receptors that detect chemicals in the foods you eat. Your ears have receptors that detect vibrations or sound waves. Your nose has receptors that detect particles in the air. Your skin has receptors for pressure and temperature. Your eye is a highly complex sensory organ. As this diagram shows, your eye is covered by a transparent membrane that protects it. That membrane is called the cornea. As visible light is reflected by an object, it enters through the pupil, which is an opening in the front of your eye. The size of the pupil is controlled by the iris, which regulates the amount of light entering your eye. Your iris also gives your eyes color. Light passes through the pupil, then passes through the lens. The lens is a curved structure that bends light rays. The image it produces is upside down. The light is detected by the retina, located at the back of the eye, that contains photoreceptors. There are two kinds of photoreceptors. There are rods, which can detect very dim light. Rods are important for seeing at night. They help you see black, white, and shades of gray. The other kind of photoreceptors are called cones. They work well in bright light and allow us to see colors. When light energy strikes the rods and cones, it triggers a nerve impulse. This impulse travels through an optic nerve, one for the left eye and one for the right. The impulse travels to the cerebrum, where two things happen. The cerebrum turns the image right side up and combines the image from both eyes to produce one image. Your ear is another sensory organ. It responds to the stimuli of sound. Here's how it works. Sound is produced by vibrations that create waves of moving particles through the air. When sound waves reach your outer ear, they are funneled into the middle ear, causing your eardrum to vibrate. The eardrum then causes tiny ear bones to vibrate. One of the tiny bones vibrates against the cochlea, a tiny snail-shaped organ of the inner ear. Neurons in the cochlea convert these waves to electrical impulses and send them to the cerebrum through the auditory nerve. The impulses are then interpreted as sounds. The sense of taste is dependent mostly on your tongue. The receptors for taste are clustered in your taste buds. Taste buds are embedded in the sides of tiny bumps in your tongue called papillae. Taste buds located in different parts of the tongue respond differently to different types of chemicals. One type responds to sweet tastes, another to salty, the others to sour and bitter tastes. Smell and taste are very closely related. Your brain combines the information that comes from your taste buds with the information that comes from your nose to give you a sense of flavor. In the upper part of your nasal cavity are olfactory cells. They're the receptors for smell. When you inhale, chemicals are dissolved in the moist lining of your nasal cavity. Your nose can distinguish about 50 basic odors. Your skin is your largest sensory organ. It contains receptors that respond to changes in temperature and pain. Pain acts as a warning system to protect you. Well, there you have it, your body's communication system. Your brain, spinal cord, hundreds of millions of neurons, your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, all working together to keep you informed about what's happening inside your body and outside in the real world.